Hello everyone, the Reliable Prepper here, Technician 775. We're going to be canning tonight Special K Red Berry cereal. I just got my number 2.5 cans in, and just to kind of show you what they look like, this is a 2.5 can, and that's a number 2 can. Okay, a little bit bigger, and they also make a number 3 can, number 1, and several other ones. But for the most part, this is the difference in the two, as you can see there. Alright, so what we did, I picked up a box of, or a couple of boxes of Kellogg Special K. The berries in here are freeze dried, so this should keep, I would say, 5 to 6 years with no problem. And we are gonna, I've put I put cereal in one can already, okay, and I've got the other can empty just to kind of show you what we do here. It looks like this box will hold at least 2 of these, and you may say, well, Steve, that's not very many or very much cereal in a can. Well, you have to understand too that if it's just you and your wife, or you and your kids, or just a couple of people, this is enough for a couple of servings. They do make a number 3 can, which we're going to see if we can find. Okay, this is perfect. It for the most part emptied the box. So we have probably a little room left for more. Okay, so what we have here is an IVES-WAY, I-V-E-S, IVES-WAY can seamer or can sealer. And I picked this up about the same time as I picked up the automatic All-American can sealer on eBay years back, and it was a pretty good deal. You know, 2 100 cc oxygen absorbers. I could use a 300. I did get some in, but I'm going to go ahead and use the 100 cc's, you know, for right now. We'll put the lid back on this, and I will vacuum seal it here in just a minute. Make sure you put the lid back on tight. Okay, nothing really special about it. Just put your 2 oxygen absorbers up here. You put the lid on it, just like we did in one of the other videos. We'll put it in place. This right here is set up for a number 2.5, and the other All-American can sealer is set up for a number 2. I did buy a second All-American, and I'll probably set it up for a number 3. They're not hard to reset. It's just a few pins moving around, but they were so dead-gum cheap I really couldn't pass them up. And I have a hard time passing up a really good deal, as you can see with all the junk around here. Okay, so with that said, we're going to take and this one right here is this very simple operation. It goes down like this, and on the other one you had a handle on the bottom that pushed the can up. A little bit different. The old man had the patent in the 1930s, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 36 or 37. But very simple. You start with the 0 in his little window right here in the front. You start with the 0 in the window. Okay, maybe make sure we can see that. Maybe not so much. Okay. Well, I don't know if you can really see that real well, but there is the 0 right there. It got kind of got painted over just a little bit. So what we're going to do, and I forget how many revolutions it is to seal, but you'll have one arm that'll come in, okay, and this is bolted down to the table, so it's not going all over the place like it was the other day. It probably could be just a little bit better. But I've got it where it's kind of a temporary thing where we can can stuff here. Okay, that's the first one. Now the second roller's coming in, and when I get this set up, it'll be more permanent. But it's not real hard. I'm just kind of sitting down, and it's a little bit awkward right there. So okay, and the 0 is back in the window again. We'll pick this up, and voila! You got a perfectly sealed can. I do have a. Oh, it's in the shop here somewhere. I hope I didn't lose it. It's a seam checker, because you're going to want to take and check the seam to make sure that the number 1 roll is perfect and the number 2 roll is perfect. So we'll do this one more time and maybe get a different camera angle, although I think you can see it pretty good. Okay, the lid is on. It's in place. Watch your fingers. It comes down, locks in place, and let me see if we can get just a little bit better camera, although it should be pretty dead gum good just where it is. So, all right, kind of give you a better view of what's going on. All right, something. I hope I don't hit the camera with the handle. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of hold it on the top right here. So, in the window, it'll come up and show a number 1. Right now the number 1 roller is working. You see the number 1 in the window right there. It should be just about finished. Yep, there it goes. And right now the number 2 is working. And like I said, this is not real hard. I did lube up everything real good, and it's back to 0. So that let everything know that it is set back to 0 again. Alrighty. Readjust the camera here just a little bit. And voila. You got cereal. We go to the science lab and get a label made. Okay. That's one thing nice about having a honey business. I do have one heck of a label maker in different size labels. You can stick a label on the can just like this, and there you go. I've got another label to put on the other one, and I can just put it in line with some of the other items that we did. Okay, any questions or comments, please feel free to take and contact me. I'll try to answer everything. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and tell your friends about this. And again, look on eBay for an IVES-WAY can sealer or an All-American can sealer. You can pick them up pretty dead gum cheap. If you have any questions, if you find one, email me or send me a message, technician775@gmail.com. And I'll try to respond to you as quick as I can. Okay? That way I can go look at the one on eBay and give you my honest opinion. So with that said, this is Technician775, the Reliable Prepper, signing off, saying thank you.